Hey guys, how you doing? Today I wanted to show you the AR-15 that I put together for my daughter. So like a month ago she came to me and was like, "Hey Dad, I want an AR." And of course I was like, "Okay, what do you want?" And she said, "Well, I don't want a black one, I want something pretty." So I said, "Alright, let me see what we can do." So I sent her a bunch of color options as far as availability went, like parts availability and just color availability. And out of the 4 or 5 options I sent her, I think it was 5 options, she chose this Sig Pink Cerakote color, which is a good color. It's not really like a periwinkle pink or like a light pink. It's more of a fuchsia pink. Cerakote calls it the Sig Pink. But anyway, I could get a complete upper already done in that, and then I just ordered a parts kit in the Sig Pink Cerakote, and the parts kit came with the magazine release, the trigger guard, the safety selector, the bolt catch bolt release, the pistol grip, the charging handle, and the buttstock. It all came already Cerakoted, and then all I had to do was throw the parts in the lower and put it together. So we went rifle configuration just because of the whole ATF freaking pistol brace rule bullcrap that is being argued over right now. I don't know where that's going to end up, and I didn't want to have to SBR it eventually or to get rid of a pistol brace. So I just went ahead and went 16-inch carbine rifle configuration. We also chose to go 300 blackout, because in the future we may want to suppress it. And let's be honest, my daughter's not going to shoot real long range anyway. So 300 yards and in, this thing is good. Subsonically, 300 blackout is far superior than 223 5.56. It's too light to be any kind of account subsonic. So 300 blackout is what we went with. As far as optic, we got the Vortex Strikefire 2 on there. The reason we chose it is because my buddy hooked me up. He had one laying around. It was brand new in the box. He had never even mounted it. He bought it and then ended up going a different direction and just kind of hung on to it just in case somebody needed it someday. So we kind of lucked out there. It fits this rifle perfect, and it's simple operation. It's a good, clear dot, and it's selectable between red and green, which I like. My eye picks up green a lot better than it does red, so I usually try to go with a green dot anyway. This particular rifle has a 15-inch M-lock forearm on it, or handguard, if you will. Regular GI style bird cage flash hider, Hogue pistol grip, Hogue adjustable buttstock. It's got just the GI trigger in it, or the standard mil-spec trigger. I did polish it up a little bit, but it's still standard mil-spec. Yeah, so the 300 blackout is kind of cool. Its overall length is the same as 5.56 223, and the bolt is the same, and the magazines are the same. The only thing you have to change to go from 5.56 223 to 300 blackout is the barrel itself. Gas systems are the same. All that stuff is the same. Same buffer spring. Yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty easy to go with, and because of that, because everything's the same, it's reliable. This thing has been dead tits 100% reliable. I did go function check it the other day. I haven't shot it for accuracy yet. I just put the scope on yesterday. So it runs fine, even using a 223 mag. Now they do make dedicated 300 blackout mags. And I do have one ordered just because why not? They're cheap enough. It's not going to hurt to have one. But, yeah. So, been good so far. The bullets I'm shooting right now are a 125 grain supersonic. They're pushing around 2,200 feet per second. They're a ballistic tip boat tail, as you can see there. They're made by Fiyoshi. They're fairly cheap and a fairly decent round for the money. So that's why we're choosing to run these for now. Eventually, when we start fooling around with subsonics and stuff like that, we'll go, clear up to 220 grains probably, around 1050 to 1100 feet per second, keeping it under that sonic boom or the sound barrier crack, subsonic. So a little bit of information about the 300 Blackout. It was born of a Wildcat cartridge developed by a man named J.D. Jones, who is actually an Ohio native. He has retired and moved since back in the day, but so he's an Ohio native, and it started life as the 300 Whisper, which was a Wildcat that he developed out of a 221 Fireball necked up, 221 Fireball necked up to 30 caliber. Back when I was a kid, 30 years ago or so, a buddy of mine bought 2 custom Remington 700 actions with integrally suppressed 300 Whisper barrels on it, and they were so quiet. I remember, so growing up, you get the Hollywood conception or misconception of the silencer or the suppressor effectiveness, and these are as close to Hollywood quiet as you can get. So 300 Blackout is kind of just, it's cool for me. It's a little bit of nostalgia from back in my days on the range. So like I said, I put this rifle together for my daughter. She's 15 years old, probably 115 pounds. She runs it just fine. I took her out, let her run some test rounds through it. Recoil was noticeably different than 5.56 223. I don't want to say it's worse, it's just different. She had no problem running it. Yeah, it's a good little round, nice little rifle. I'll show a picture of my daughter so you can see her stature and how happy she is about the rifle. It's exactly what she wanted. It turned out perfectly. So we'll get to the range and see if we can't get it to print on paper now that I got the scope mounted and bore sighted. See what happens. Thanks for checking it out, guys. Here she is. Here's the ammunition that we're shooting right now. And here we are at the range. Okay, guys. 300 Blackout. This is the daughter's rifle. You'll see a picture of her on this video. We're at 25 yards. This is the initial shots with this this scope. So we're just shooting some cheap Russian crap just to make sure we're on paper. And then after we get on paper, I'm going to move it out to 25 yards and we'll be shooting this. This is Fiyoshi, and it is 125 grain high performance polymer tip boat tail. So that's what we're going to actually shoot out of this. So I don't know how well you can see my target down there. Probably pretty piss poor, but I have a camera on it, so you will get 2 views. So this scope is a Vortex, and it is a Strike Fire 2, I believe. So here we go. Just see if we can get on paper. Okay, so there's that. Now we'll walk down there. I can't see it from here, so we have to walk down there, see where we're at. I believe they're not on the paper at all. Or yeah, they are. Okay, so I am clear up here, clear up there. Okay, so I am clear up here. Clear up there. Can you see that? Right there. So I need to come down and left. Down and left. Okay, so I moved it down and left quite a bit actually because we're so close. So let's see if we're on the paper. I'm having a hard time maintaining my rifle position and making sure the GoPro is picking up what's going on. This video is going to be crap probably, but oh well. We'll work it out somehow. Okay, so now we'll walk down and look at that. That's much better. This is freehand standing. I'm not resting on nothing or anything like that. So that's better. I don't know if you can see that, but so our first shot was here. Our first two was over here. I don't know where the second one is. It's probably that one. But my second two shots are here and here. Not bad. Not bad at all. Walk back up and shoot a couple more. I'm going to leave them that high because I'm going to move this out another 25 yards here right directly. So we're at 50 yards now. I have the other camera going. I am using a stick for rest here. See if we can get on paper down there. I know this is probably crap. A lot of it. Okie dokie. Firearm is on safe. We'll walk down and see. Okay guys, so I had to cut the shooting portion of the video short due to high winds. It was knocking over my tripod, kept ripping my target off the stand. It was quite a pain in the butt actually. So anyway, I ended the day on like 1.5 to 2 inches left. Elevation was good. She can finish fine tuning it when she gets time to go out with me. The rifle functioned 100% reliable. It's a fun little gun to shoot. The 300 blackout is fantastic. I was shooting a 125 grain SST polymer tip boat tail at 2200 feet per second. It's that Fiocchi high performance hunting ammunition. It's actually pretty good. I think accuracy is going to be killer once I get on a bench and can settle in. Look how cute they are. The optic is the Vortex Strikefire 2 red green dot. Thanks guys. I'll post some still photos right now. So I'll leave you all with a few photos on the way out. If you would, please like and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave a comment with questions and concerns. Thanks y'all.